Yo, 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 we are back. What it do, YouTube and good people? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me out there and y'all see our screen. I know Elias and Rockman were having technical difficulties on their channel. I'm not sure if we were having the same, but we are back again with another OTP off the plank, and I'm joined here tonight by two new lovely additions to this show and to this cast. Of course, you guys know Banner. Say hey, Banner. Nah, but Band's got the new logo, the new business name, Menace to Herp Society. I'm sorry, Menace to Herp Society, and of course, we got the one and only Bar Ross, Brian of Heathen Hatchery. They
What's
are
good, man? What's
joining
good?
Brandon. Unfortunately, Brandon is not here with us this week, but Brandon is on vacation, a well-needed vacation. So shout out to my boy Peace and Pets. Um, you know what I'm saying? And before we continue with the show, we gotta go ahead and introduce tonight's host. I mean guest, I'm sorry. Tonight's guest, the one and only hold on, let me get you a little round of applause. The one and only Chris of 319 Reptiles.
What's up?
How you feeling tonight, Chris?
Oh, great. How
It
about
won't stop,
yourself?
man. It won't stop. I'm good.
I
It won't
just have that
stop. I'm
effect on
good.
people, man.
I see. I gotta let it just run out on its own too. But yeah, nah, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling great, man. Just enjoying my couple of days off on the job. Doing some reptile stuff for usual. But other than that, same old, same old. Oh, we lost you, Banner. Banner, you back? Oh, we
Yep.
lost you
I
for a
think
second.
so.
Okay. But yeah, man. Before we get to we get to interviewing Chris and actually digging into his mind and finding out different things about him. Let's say hey to some of the people that's in this good shitty chat. So we got James. Excuse me, of Jane that's exotic. What's up, James? We got RO, big RO. What's good, buddy? Banner double dipped. Banner went ahead and said hey to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you. Loving that logo, man. Love that logo.
Thank you.
We got Aaron from having a ball pythons. Aaron got some fire too, man.
Josh.
He got some heat.
Josh.
Oh, it's Josh. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep
His name's
calling him
Josh.
Aaron. Oh, you know why I'm getting. You know what? You know what? I know why I'm getting him confused. I'm sorry. I apologize, Josh. I know why. It's because I've been talking to Aaron. I've been talking to Aaron, and for some reason, when I see his logo, that's having a ball logo, automatically my mind just goes to Aaron. I'm sorry. I apologize, Josh. I'm sorry. And look, Banner, see, look, he even sent you look, gave you Banner gone again. Banner got that trash Wi-Fi, man. We're gonna have to do something about that, man. Who else we got? In
Leave me
Ken that
alone.
came
I'm
in.
here.
Ken came in and said, "What's
What up,
good?"
Ken?
Let me see who else. I know some folks are. Oh, Eddie, we got Eddie in here from Static Morse.
Boy's been
That's
killing
good.
it.
Eddie. Oh, yeah, Eddie got some fire. They got that heat over there, man.
He's been killing it.
Yes, sir. Who else we got in here? They definitely can let y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, man, as y'all come through the door. Say, hey, take your shoes off, kick your feet up. You here to have a good little time. And they shouted you out too, Brian. Pretty in pink. Pretty in pink. Who else we
You
got in here?
already
Grandma.
know.
We got Blakers in here. Look, man, look.
What up, Blaker?
His middle name is Aaron, so it's cool. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
Mishaps at
Nope.
workout.
Exactly.
It's
No,
hard
but
enough remembering names. I'm not remembering
no,
middle names.
no, facts. I agree. Like this hobby. You definitely run into a lot of people. I'm sorry, you're bound to fuck up names, but I would not mess up y'all logos. Once I get your, I know that I know you. Especially if I see a logo, I know that I know you. But I would not mess up your logo at all. But like I was saying, man. So we have Chris of 319 Reptiles on here this evening, and he's joining us and giving us his time, man. I definitely appreciate you coming out here, man.
Oh,
Definitely,
absolutely.
like I said, want to get into picking your mind and finding out how how you feel about this hobby overall, and just what got you into it. Ultimately, what's the end goal for you with it, or how do you want to keep pursuing the dreams and projects that you're into currently. But before you get into all of that, go ahead. I'm gonna blow you up. You're gonna let the people know where you're from, who you are, and whatever else you want us to know about you. All right, cool beans.
All right. Yeah, I'm from Iowa. Breeding ball pythons and a few other things. I got some Angolan pythons. I'm growing up right now. Nothing imminent yet. Blood pythons. I've been breeding house snakes, tokay geckos, all that stuff. Ball pythons are probably my main gig. Sunset clown is my favorite combo that I want to work on, but I got a few other things in there mixed and just try to get as many codoms into that as I can.
Okay. Sunset. Sunset. How long you been working the sunset situation?
I have no visual sunsets myself yet, but I've got a bunch of hets that are probably ready to hit next year. I had two that were ready this year, and both of them reabsorbed. So I
Mm.
struck out this year. I had a double het sunset clown male to him. I was gonna shed test, hopefully get some double het sunset clown females and start going from there, but didn't work out this year. I still got
Gotcha.
one normal female that looks like she might be gravid for me, and I've had her paired with a het monsoon male. So I'm hoping to make myself a het monsoon female and then
Okay,
double
cool. Let me ask you this
double
real
het.
quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you say you're shared testing, you shared testing with who?
Nobody yet because nobody has monsoon. First one who gets monsoon will be where I'm going.
I was trying to look. The reason why I said that,
Yeah.
shout out to Gray Rider, man. Gray Rider is the sponsor of our show. He's one of the
No,
sponsors of the show.
I've been in touch with Charlie via email, just asking about that monsoon here and there. So I'm
Okay.
waiting for
I
it to
was
come.
just ask.
I'm
You gotta
waiting
see
also.
what side of the fence. Gotta see what side of the fence you on for right now. But I feel it. Whoever,
Yeah,
hey, whoever got the test first, I feel you. That's for the money go.
yeah. I
I ain't
love
mad
that
at
dude's
that.
story though. He figured
Yeah.
out DNA testing. I mean, who does that?
Oh yeah, no,
Charlie.
Charlie, Charlie, yeah, definitely Charlie, bro. But yeah, so I
Yeah.
heard you said that you work house snakes as well.
Yeah. Yep. I just had a lady, a girl, lay 12 eggs for me the other day, first time.
Oh
So
That's
wow.
wild.
So I know Brian. I know you were saying we were talking earlier. You were telling me a little bit about the house snake stuff. So I know you might want to ask him some questions in relation to that. What you got?
What morph are you working with the house snakes?
I've got hypo and then both T negative and T positive albinos.
Nice.
I'd love to get some of the black house snakes here soon.
Okay.
I want to get some into those the green ones. I forget what they got. What do they call it? Emerald or I forget the name for them, but they're cool looking. I heard they're harder to keep the
Okay.
green ones, but they're cool. And then I got some KZN reds that are the pair that just laid eggs were both het T positive albino and they're both KZN red. So I'm
Uh,
very curious to see. And I got those from a guy not too far from me, Eric Westmoreland, ECW Reptiles.
okay.
You
Yeah,
might
we
you
got a
might
And
show
then
me.
there's a big
what's
house.
that?
There's a
Yeah.
big house snake breeder that's down by me. I'm in Florida. That's why I was
Oh, is that
curious.
April?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I've talked
Yep.
to her here and there. Sure, it was her green ones I was looking at. They're really
Oh,
cool
no
looking,
kidding.
and then they got
Yeah. I
some
mean,
blue-eyed ones too.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're really cool.
I've never seen a house snake before. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Let me grab one for you.
They're pretty cool looking. How's the care for them?
It's not bad. It's like a colubrid,
Okay.
Mm.
but they remind me of like little retics. They act kind of like spotted pythons or children's pythons.
Okay.
I mean, when this guy's in blue, of course, he's my biggest one right now. This is the male.
Oh wow.
So they get to a
You
But
said
decent
he's
size.
how many eggs you said they laid?
I've seen they can lay up to like 18 to 20, I think, but I was kind of surprised. This girl's she's not huge, and she laid 12 of them. The first
Damn.
clutch I got, the first clutch I got was end of last year, and it was only 6 eggs. So I was pretty
No.
shocked. The other night I was came up here to check on her, and she had some eggs. Came back and started pulling them, and she had 11, and I was like, oh man, and then she still had one in her, so I had to let her finish.
Oh wow, that's cool. Is that
They're really.
the
What you
Instagram
say?
story you had up with the egg box?
Yep,
Okay.
that's the one. So
Yeah, check out 319 Reptiles Instagram also. There's some really cool stuff on there.
my daughter's bugging me to make a YouTube video for it, but I told her, I said I want to wait till they hatch so people can see the babies. Don't have to wait.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
They are. I love how they strike, man. They strike their prey and they'll wrap it like 4 or 5 times. It's insane. They just
Oh, it's like
take it.
just keep going.
Yeah, it's just like
That's wild.
I've probably got some videos up on YouTube, some shorts, or on Instagram Reels too, so you'd probably see it up there.
That's cool. Yeah, they're interesting
And
little
they're-
animals.
Nothing like ball pythons. I tell you, you try and get a ball python back on food. That girl Sunday night I was feeding. That's how when I went in there I found her. She got done laying eggs. I offered her a mouse. She wrapped it 4 times, took it, ate it right away, right in the lay box.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
What size prey do you feed those? Like
These guys are
fuzzies
on
or-
like this guy's on like a medium mouse.
Oh, okay.
What size enclosure do you keep them in? Or tub?
Right now I got them in 70 FB 70 tubs here.
Okay.
And then the smaller babies I got in like I think they're FB 8s, the hatchling
Okay.
rack I got here behind
Yep.
me. That's mostly empty right now.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
they're pretty. I keep them on Aspen. They like it, pretty much same humidity as a ball python. A little bit
Wow.
lower temps, like a corn, like you keep a corn snake, lower 80s.
Sweet.
oh wow.
That's pretty cool.
So what? Let me ask you this: what do you prefer to breed more, these or ball pythons?
I'd say ball pythons. There's just so much more that you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like playing the lottery every time you cut open an egg or see an egg pip.
Yep.
There's just so much more. And maybe I'll like this more once I get. But I mean, the first clutch we had earlier this year, she laid 6 eggs. One was a slug. 2 of them didn't look too great. They didn't make it through the incubation. So I had 3 eggs that actually hatched, and one of them was a T-Paz albino, one of them was a hypo, and one was a normal. So I ended up hitting everything I could with those 3 eggs.
Nice.
So I was pretty exciting. But there's just so much more with ball pythons, right? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
you're talking
It's-
albino was what, like 30 years ago we were talking about albino ball pythons being really cool.
That's, you that's crazy. It's crazy how the market everything just changed like that. Like,
yeah.
like you said, albinos and banana used to be at the top of the food chain. Now it's like
Yeah.
you could get them damn near for like, you know what I'm saying, pennies on a dollar almost.
I was just kind
I'm
of curious.
shocked that somehow
What
these-
drew you to the house snakes?
Honestly, I was
I mean, it's really like
Watching-
not a very popular reptile. That's why I was wondering.
I was watching Reach Out Reptiles channel, and he bought a ton of them, and he did an episode on his channel about them. And I met it. I usually try to talk to Garrett at Tinley when I'm there. I just like looking at all the the dwarf retics and everything. And he had one of these there. He showed it to me, and I just like, wow, that thing's pretty cool. It's like a small little fun-sized python.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
It's crazy.
It's
All right,
not a
so let's
very
get back- I
popular
know-
choice.
Facts. It's different. So
It
let's
is.
get
It's
into
cool.
the ball python side of things. 'Cause, we're all ball python breeders here. So I know you were saying that the different projects. Run the projects again by me that you currently interested in.
Right now, the biggest thing I've probably got is sunset, and I've been picking up as many het sunset females here the first few years of breeding as I could. Um, I've got I had a male, like I said, a male double het sunset clown that I was going to try and use and hit the odds on, and I was pairing him with a clown female, and I paired him with uh, two het sunset females, and both my het sunset females reabsorbed on me. So I'm not going to get anything this year. It's not looking like. So, but yeah, and then I've got some monsoon stuff. Het monsoon male I picked up. It was just kind of I don't know, man. Like I was going to say, these quadruple hets out there are so cheap. I mean, sometimes I see them and I'm just like, I can't not do this. But I got a guy last year. He's probably about 1,000 grams now, and he's het monsoon, het ultramel, and then pos het pied, pos het lavender.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
So as soon as
So
somebody gets that monsoon test, I'm going to send it in for all those.
Yeah, I would too.
So in working that project, right? I know, like you said, it's like quad heads or whatever the case may be. Um, how you working? How you working it per se? Like, are you gonna? I know right now you say you have a quad head. Either going to like double visuals, or are you gonna work it like a visual double head or anything like that? Like, what's your idea? Like, what's your plans for doing that?
I'd say for sunset, my plans to now that I struck out this year, I'm going to probably pick up some kind of a male for myself here, and then I should have many more opportunities next year. I've got females that are going to be ready to go. I got one I'm really excited about. It's a banana clown het sunset I picked up from Brock last Tinley, Brock
Oh,
Wagner. I'm hoping
Okay,
she'll be up to size, and then next year hopefully be a good year for sunset clown for me.
okay. Banner, you got me weak over here. But I like the sunset banana sunset. Those are nice. It does definitely radiates. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I love the
Um,
red that a sunset, or I'm sorry, a banana clown brings out. So I'm curious to see what that does with sunset added in a mix.
yeah. Probably really nice.
it's-
I mean, like you said, the banana with the reds and the clowns, it brings it out
I
pretty
love
nice.
sunset.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
coming
so
around.
it's so variable though. I mean, you look at. I mean, I was just looking at Morph Market the other day, and there's some stuff. If you didn't tell me it was sunset, I probably wouldn't even be able to tell. And then there's just stuff that looks good, but it is definitely. I think it's a gene that needs something else in the
mm,
mix, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I really liked the lace sunset stuff Miguel hatched out earlier this year or late last year. That stuff looked cool. I think I didn't really care for the sunset pied. I didn't really care for the desert ghost sunset, but I love the sunset clowns, the hypo sunsets, lace sunsets.
Did you see I believe it was the sunset puzzle?
I did. That thing
That's
is amazing.
crazy.
It,
that's what changed my mind about sunset.
it's
Yeah, I'm not
even
gonna
better
lie.
looking in person, man.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
can't
seen it
wait to
in
see it.
person?
Not yet, no.
I was
It's
I
about to
think
say
cool.
he
It's
definitely he got some size on it now,
Justin
though.
from Morph Jungle had a GHI sunset the last time I went to Tinley, and I got to see it in person, and it was very nice too. I think the dark jeans look good in sunset as well.
yeah, and
Also like this Stranger Sunset clown that Canova made like 2 years ago or whatever. It's far back on his Instagram. Yeah,
I don't even think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I didn't even hear
Yeah, I
I'll have
haven't
to
about
seen
send
it.
it to you.
that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the dark jeans are untapped pretty much in that too.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree.
for sure.
Y'all got
What
real
other
quiet.
what
No,
other clown what other clown projects are you working?
Can you show it if I send it to you, DJ?
I got.
Yeah.
Man, I just love clown. I'll work clown into everything. I've got clown everything. I got a Wookiee clown. I really want to pair up with everything. I got a
Send it on
red
Instagram.
stripe Russo clown. I want to see what
Okay.
that kind of does, like in terms of like what that special clown did, that special special Pompeii. See what Russo looks like with that. I really like the Dark Knight. I don't know if you've seen that with.
Yes.
I think it was chocolate. So I'm thinking Wookiee.
Yeah.
I don't know, Wookiee chocolate. I don't know if they're the same thing or not, but
I should be hitting a few different combos of Dark Knight next year.
oh really?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, like I told you, I don't know if I said it when we were on the air, but that head stamp for me is like what does it. Like it almost looks like a totally different species when you get a good
Oh.
head stamp on the snake.
What was sold me on the Dark Knights is when I seen the Cinnamon Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, that
And
one
that
looked
was
good.
just like, wow. It's like, it sold me on the Dark Knight project for sure.
That's deep. Do you
Yeah,
think
I mean-
there's a difference between Wookiee and chocolate?
The
You think
only
there's
thing
difference?
that would make me say yes is that I haven't really seen too much in the way of super Wookiees.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I think they look the same. Like they
I
look,
believe they tested different, right?
oh, did they?
Yeah, I think they,
I
yeah, I think
recently,
they
I
tested
believe
them
so.
different. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I
so.
feel like I heard that.
Yeah, because I think Charles. I know I watched the video. I want to say I don't know if y'all caught Craig Bascoda his video from Monday when they were talking to Charlie. I know he was saying different things, but I think he had mentioned something like that about like he said.
Okay.
I know they said Shadow is different from Chocolate and Wookiee.
Yeah, it was definitely
Okay.
recently.
Yeah, so
Cool. Yeah, I have not seen that.
yeah, interesting. Check that out too, man. That was definitely a good episode. Like
Yeah,
I watched
absolutely.
this episode.
I sent it to your
Um,
IG, DJ.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So, what was it that you sent me? Okay. Oh, the Stranger Sunset Clown. Check that out real quick. Stranger Sunset Clown.
I think I got lucky and hit a trick cinnamon spot nose yellow belly clown this year that I'm going to incorporate into the Dark Knight project.
Well, that's awesome.
Okay, boom. I don't know if
Them
y'all
things
can
are
see that.
definitely bangers.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not as dark as I thought it'd be, but that looks awesome.
No, I thought
It's
it was
nice, though.
awesome.
Yeah, that's different. And you said he hit this like 2 years ago?
I don't know. Look at the date.
It says 61 weeks ago, so a little over a year ago.
Yeah, I knew it was a while ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think I had seen that one.
He sold it, is what I was told. So I don't know who ended up with it.
It's probably got 5
Oh.
more.
Yeah, I mean, if he sold it.
Or
If he sold
something
it.
with another gene in it.
Not only has he got
Yeah.
5 more, he's got 5 more with different codons in it.
Yeah, with lace or hypo or something in it.
Oh man.
So you're in the blood pythons too?
I got one pairing. I think they're cool. Like we have a 6-foot ordinance here, so I'm like, what can I get?
Oh,
That's
okay.
a big snake, but won't
Yeah,
be
Where you at
illegal.
again?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So I do the shows like in local libraries for kids and schools and stuff with my daughter helps me with them. And it's something cool. I figure, we could bring in there and get like that wow factor from the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I got a blood too, and I love them.
Yeah. Mine's a little, she's calming down. She's cool though. I got her from
Pull out.
Juggernaut.
Pull out.
Okay.
Pull out. Let us pull
Wow,
out. We
they're-
want to see him.
Juggernaut's collection of bloods is crazy.
Yeah, she's a magpie. Pa's
Oh,
had
wow.
T negative
Sheesh.
albino, I think.
Damn.
She's
That's a
cool.
beautiful snake.
That is cool looking.
That is a
And then I'm
beautiful
gonna
snake.
probably pick up a male for her here at Tinley this year is my plan.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That's a beautiful
Okay.
snake.
I just love the shapes of their heads and how kind of almost sinister they look.
They are, and I think that's what gets me, man. So like you talk
Yep.
about like sinister looking. That's what like I remember. I originally was like last time I was keeping ball pythons was probably around like 2008. And it was
Okay.
just like Pieds was like the big thing, and I'm like, oh man, that's cool. Didn't even know that existed. I went to a Tinley show there. I grew up like the town right next to Tinley Park, so we used to go to Tinley all the time. And I got my daughter started getting back into it, watching Snake Discovery like 4 or 5 years ago, and I saw a clown on TV. I was
Nice.
like, what the hell is that? Is that a ball python? You know, so I think it was like a spot nose clown, and I'm like, oh man, that is
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, that's
that's
crazy.
wild.
So do you do any like I know so are your kids involved with your whole setup with the whole animals and stuff?
They are they pick and choose when they're interested and when they're not. But yeah, for the most part, my oldest daughter, she's 11. She loves the snakes and the geckos and everything. So she's up here helping a lot. She her one of her chores is to feed the lizards every week. So that's her
Mhm.
chore, and I take care of the snakes, and that's kind of how
Yeah,
we split it up.
nobody
Nice.
never wants to do the snakes unless they let you do the snakes and they do all the easier stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. I think the snakes are easier. That's why I like them.
Personally, me too. I think the same thing too.
My kids don't do
I
a damn thing. I even offer them percentage of sales and everything, and it's like, nah, I'd rather just go
Nah,
do other stuff.
yeah,
Maybe the grandkids will want to jump in.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm like, nah, we good.
yeah. I'm expecting as they get older that'll be more the case.
Yep. Yep.
Hopefully, hopefully they'll want to make a little extra buck or two.
Yeah,
That's how they get.
So
So
I
you
got a
got any
question for you.
go
yeah.
ahead,
Being in
man.
I being where you live, do you find it hard to keep your humidity up in winter?
In the winter, yes. In the summer, no, not at all. In the
Yeah.
winter, I wouldn't say it's hard. You just got to be on top of it. I picked
Gotcha.
up a huge humidifier. It's like a whole house humidifier, and I got it
Okay.
in my snake room, which is a spare bedroom in my house. So, um, but I just keep that thing full, and I try to stay on top of it, cleaning it, once, twice a week, making sure it's full. But yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say you have to fill it every like 2 3 days in the
No kidding.
winter, whereas it'll last a good week in the summer.
Okay. I'm from the
What
Northeast
do you
originally. That's why I asked you.
mm, what do you normally keep them on? Like as far as bedding is concerned.
Coco, Coco,
Oh,
I got
okay.
Reptichip and all these here. I keep the colubrids and these guys on Aspen, but my pythons, all those are on Reptichip.
Mm,
Hatchlings, I'll do paper towels.
Yeah,
gotcha.
makes sense.
Yeah, sounds like me too. Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I was just curious because you was talking about the humidity, so I was just wondering if the humidity was with the cocoa and all that stuff. Since does it mold faster to you? Does it tend to mold or anything like
I
that to you? Because,
saw that. I saw that, and that's why I got this humidifier. So I don't worry about misting too much. I try to keep the room at like 65% humidity, and I really don't have any troubles. The biggest problem I had is I bought a small animal plastics rack, like just like this one here behind me, uh, to my right,
mm,
and that one I found it was holding too much humidity with like Reptichip and stuff, so I had to solder a bunch of holes in the side and everything, and really keep on
no.
top of that because if you put it in there fresh when you first soak that Reptichip, it just
Uh,
cakes on the front of the tub.
Yeah.
yeah, you sound like me. That's exactly how I had to learn the hard way. So I'm
Yeah,
already knowing. I'm already knowing, and I'm in Georgia, so you would think it would be a little different.
Yeah, we don't worry about humidity where I am.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
No, we're right
Must
on a
be nice.
swamp.
My
That's crazy
summers
though.
are
'Cause, like,
pretty okay. Like
Does
I
it
haven't had
fluctuate
to
down there?
I'm in Ohio, and during the
Oh,
summer, I've noticed like this is my first summer with snakes. So, but I've noticed that I don't have to miss daily per se. Like I can check once a day, and it's like my last two on my rack, they don't even need it necessarily. Theirs
what
stays
up,
like
Brandon?
60, 65. So I just leave them alone, and I do the top ones.
It must be nice.
I don't do anything.
During the winter, it's
You
a
don't
little
have
bit
to. You don't
more
have to
hectic,
miss.
but
Me?
Yeah.
Nah. Hell no. I gotta
I'm
get
They
rid of
surprised.
give you.
Do you
humidity.
even have your heat on? Does
You know
Florida
what I'm saying?
people
They give
keep
you.
heat?
Nah,
I'm
during
about
the
to say they just.
summertime I run ambient and just straight humidity, Florida swamp humidity.
So your
Oh, and
racks
they
don't
give
need
you.
to be
They
on
give
at
you good
all.
shades.
No, my
Must
racks
be
aren't
nice.
on at all right now.
wow.
I always
Must be
wondered that,
nice.
but
It's right now 83 in here.
Oh
83.
wow. It must be nice. It must be real nice.
cool though.
That's
Do
the
you
life
see any
down
kind
there.
of fluctuation
What's that?
in your humidity? Do you see any fluctuation in your humidity
Oh
throughout the
yeah,
year?
yeah. Oh, in the wintertime it definitely drops down to about 50%,
Okay.
which is still pretty
Yeah.
decent. You can work with 50%, but like all summer long it's anywhere from 60 to 70, 75 some days.
Okay. Yeah. Winter in my house, if I don't have that humidifier going, it's like 15%.
Yeah.
So, Chris, let me ask you this. So, this for your season this year. Have you been? Did you have any pairings going on this year?
I have 4 pairings, and it was that male clown, and
Uh huh.
2 of them reabsorbed. Another one just didn't go on for at all for me. And then I got a last one that's been going to that monsoon male for me that I'm fingers crossed. So I've had a horrible year. So to hit those, I was ecstatic to get 12 house snake eggs the other day, man. I was like,
Rebuild your confidence.
yeah, yeah. Last year, I'd say was like my first year breeding, um,
Okay.
and I had 4 clutches. And they were all like pied clutches, which I've kind of gone away from. Um, so I've sold off some of the females and males from that project just to make room for more sunset stuff. So
Nice.
uh, just kind of changing directions.
Okay.
We're
Ain't nothing wrong with
focusing.
that.
I gotta ask you this though. What's your plans with the cantaloupe, Gene?
I want to get it to sunset for sure.
Okay.
I want to get a super cantaloupe sunset. I got to imagine that looks cool.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
got it. You got a visual cantaloupe we can see right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let
probably
me
would
pull
look
them
for
out
that.
and put this house snake away.
Throw some scrambler in that.
Hey,
Yeah.
now you're talking.
That's real orange.
Yo, is it just me or do I look like Mr. Wilson looking over the fence?
You could add a filter to it and give you a fence to actually look over.
Let's see if I can get this lighting right to do it some justice. But this is that
Cantaloupe.
cantaloupe male I just picked up from NBK end of last year, early this year.
So, man,
Ah, nice. I can't,
Yeah.
ever since like watching their cantaloupe videos, I can't say cantaloupe right anymore. I gotta say it like he says it.
Cantaloupe.
I can't even help it.
Yeah.
cantaloupe.
This webcam I got is shitty, so it ain't gonna do this thing justice. But I got some pictures. My
Yeah, but you
daughter
can
took
see.
some nice.
Shoot it to me on Instagram, and I'll be able to pull them up. That looks nice though.
It does.
She took some nice pictures of him in the grass out in the sun this summer. They look really good. But yeah, I'll shoot them over to you.
All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So, you say you keep other species of animals. I also noticed that you have a red-eyed crocodile skink.
I don't anymore. I had a
Oh,
male.
okay.
So let me tell you the story on that one. I wanted
Okay.
to get the red-eyed croc skinks. They looked cool as hell from what I saw. I was watching that Reptiliatus channel, YouTube channel,
Okay.
and really liked what they did. And I went to Tinley looking for them, couldn't find them, so I ended up buying a pair of captive bred tokay geckos,
Okay.
and then eventually saw Josh's Frogs had a croc skink for sale, so I bought it, and it was unsexed. Ended up being a male, and by then I started having tokay eggs. So I last week I moved them just to create room for some tokay babies once they come. So
No kidding.
they're cool. They're cool,
Yeah.
but
How do
it's
you like
real
the
hard to find
temperament
out.
on the tokays?
They're fine. I haven't had any issues with mine. Honestly, I don't handle them a ton.
Right.
I'll feed them out of my hand, but as
Okay.
far as handling goes, I don't mess with them too much.
I heard they can be
So
nasty.
they can be. They can be. They've nipped at me before, not like bitten and locked down. Like I've watched some videos of people they bite and they lock on and they're just sitting there hanging from somebody's hand. So,
Yep.
but I'm hoping to take one of these babies and start working with it real young and handling it and get it for using for shows and stuff for schools and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, Tokays aren't for me neither. I had a bad experience with a Tokay at a pet shop. Yeah, never again, bro. And I was really looking forward to like trying to get it. I was like, I was just getting into the hobby, and you just want a lot of different animals and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't do my research, and I almost got my finger chewed off. Never again.
Yep.
Never again.
That's what I hear about them.
Yeah, bro. They like aggressive little ninjas, bro. Like
They're
OD
cool. They're cool looking though. They look like little
They cool as
Pokemon.
hell.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
they
really cool looking.
But Jesus Christ, them little things are crazy. I don't understand like why they so aggressive. Like they're so angry at everything.
For
Every
no
and anything
reason.
they're just angry at. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Did you shoot me over the picture so I can try to blow it up
I'm,
real quick?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay. Yeah, cause I definitely want
Don't
to see that
rush the
camera.
man, DJ. You have a habit of trying to rush people.
I ain't trying to. I just really wanted to see the. I thought he was doing it at first. I'm sorry.
No,
You're
you're
like,
fine.
I
I
got
get
you to keep.
distracted easily. We start talking about tokay geckos and croc skinks, and
Yeah. That's why I got Ban on here. She's like the warden. She got to keep me in line.
I sent that over.
All right.
I
Yeah,
try.
just got it. You say you try?
Yeah.
You ain't got to try too hard, man.
If my internet's working, I'll be there.
It's working. It is working. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up right now. Gang.
Yeah. Why is that on your
And
screen, dude?
what's that?
The other picture that you just had up there.
I don't know what was up there.
I don't want to say it was KG, but
Oh, send the link.
is that what that was? All right.
I think that was that picture.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. Y'all can see the snake, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, because everybody got quiet. I was trying to make sure I didn't have the wrong thing up on the
We're
screen.
admiring
I was
the
staring
beauty.
at it.
Exactly.
That's nice,
Yeah, I
though.
gotta-
The eyes,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's a super interesting gene.
It
So
is.
let
I
me
want to
ask
start
you-
saving sheds to send them out and start seeing if it's something else or if it's its own thing or what it might be. But I love the potential it has. It just brightens up those sides so much.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a few pictures of it, and it's definitely on my radar.
That was one of the first genes I had noticed starting to watch DPR's videos, like because watching Canova and all the videos that I was watching, Leviathan, Flawless, like DPR showed up, right? Antoine, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he shows a lot of cool cantaloupe stuff, and nobody that I've heard of in the U.S. really has had cantaloupe. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I know he
pretty
has.
cool.
He had some at I want to say October Tinley. That's where I first saw him in person, and I was like, oh man, these are cool. And he had the gorilla stuff there, but nothing for sale. That stuff's real cool. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in person.
No, it's impressive.
Wow.
I definitely want to see it because I'm a fan of the darker jeans myself. So
Yo, the chat is funny, bro.
so it's somebody they're gonna send you toe pics.
Yeah, bro. Bosa, bro. Look, Bosa is another little. He a channel sponsor too. Bosa is just cutting up for no reason, bro.
He's hilarious.
They said, you seen the gorilla gene? How do I feel about that?
It's something, man. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's.
And I think that GHI gorilla that he was just mentioning, that's what did it for me. Because at Tinley, he set like a regular GHI next to a gorilla GHI, and it's pretty staggering the difference.
No kidding.
Brandon said he trying to do.
He let go of one of the gorilla GHIs, didn't he?
He might have. Somebody in the chat was just saying somebody has one at, I think, what is it, 419 or 409?
Yeah, I believe it's Glenn has it.
419 got a GHI.
Yep, there it is right there. Yep. That's cool.
That's great. Yeah, that'd be dope. What if they put gorilla and cantaloupe together and see what happens?
Yeah, I'd be interested.
What would you name that combo?
I don't even know. I'm not creative enough.
If you had, let me ask you, if you had to come up, like, let's say you discovered a gene, right? What would you actually like? What name would you actually name your first gene that you discovered? No matter what it did, like, you know, it could have done anything. You could be a pattern disruptor, color changing gene, but what's the first name that comes to your mind when it comes to making?
I don't know. It'd probably be something based on like a horror movie. I'm a big horror movie fan, so.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Probably Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, I ain't never.
So
seen
you're
that.
you're like legit then, because I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Check it out. That's good.
Yeah. What is that on?
I just think I saw it on like Stars or Netflix or something, HBO maybe. You can get it on like streaming, like you can rent it.
Do you have a favorite
It's got
director?
some, not horror. Quentin Tarantino is probably my favorite director.
Gotcha.
That's cool. Damn, you said the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Check it out.
What's the backstory behind that?
So there's father son. They own a funeral home, and they prep the bodies. They have like a mortuary, and they get a body that comes in from the cops, and they can't explain it. So the whole thing is them doing the autopsy, trying to explain this, and then just some weird shit starts happening around them. It gets real scary.
Yeah,
I don't want to give away the ending.
Nah, that's cool. I'm gonna get, hey, what up,
It's a
Ryan?
good setting for it.
Yeah, no facts. Brandon said that the cantaloupe and gorilla nickname could be orangutan.
Oh, that's a good one. That's creative.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like we should have thought of that.
That's pretty good.
Brandon's the creative one. I give him
Yeah,
that.
Brandon's one of the other hosts, and he's not here. He's on vacation, so he's still checking in. I appreciate him doing that, though.
That's dedication.
No, facts. And mind you, he's in Vegas. He's in Vegas. He should be winning us some money so we can go to Daytona. Just spend some money.
You guys,
of Daytona, you going to Daytona this year?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you planning to go to Daytona this year?
Probably not. I try to hit the Tinley shows. I've been trying for like 4 years. 4 years to try to hit Schaumburg, and every year we have a vacation plan during the same weekend, I swear. I was going to do it this year. I was going to make it, and I had a buddy call me up, and he said, hey, I'm retiring from the Air Force that weekend. Can you come out to Utah? And I'm like, well, I have to. So, yeah.
I got to make it out to it, Tinley.
Yeah, Tinley?
It's cool. If you go, you got to do the VIP. Like it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, for
Is
sure.
it?
Yeah.
It's an
I'd say
absolute
that
must.
about Daytona too, because you can go in Friday and chat with everybody and hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I thought, like I've been in crowded places before, but like it was a mosh pit trying to get to the VIP each other. Like there wasn't nobody not touching me on any sides because the
Daytona,
hallways
you
were
got
like
room to walk. You got room to
it was
spread out in Daytona.
ridiculous.
Not at Tinley. It's shoulder to
And then like
shoulder.
once we got our passes and got in the door, it was cool. Like there wasn't crowded like that, but out there
Yeah.
it was nuts.
I heard like Tinley is mad like shoulder to shoulder though.
Yeah.
It was.
Hmm.
It was ridiculous. I wish I'd have
It's
took some pictures, but I couldn't drop my phone.
they usually
I just
start
hope-
letting the general public in early because they can't even hold the line in the building anymore outside the doors for the
No kidding.
I just hope
I
everybody
don't know
wears
what you call the
deodorant.
conference center.
Yeah.
Me and my
I just
wife
hope
actually
everybody
had
wears.
our wedding reception there at that same place,
Oh, no kidding.
Tinley Convention Center.
That's pretty dope.
So is 319 the area code?
It is, yeah, here
Okay.
where I'm at in Iowa. It's like all eastern Iowa and then some.
Okay.
I don't know.
The land of the giant deer.
Yeah, yep. That's one thing people do come here for. It's deer
All over the
hunting.
country.
Yeah,
Tinley.
there's people who just buy land here just so they can hunt. They don't even
No
live on
kidding.
it.
That's pretty cool. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to mess around with stuff at the same time.
We got
Everything is
this.
flowing good. So okay,
So
well
what-
let's see some snakes. Go ahead, Brian.
I was about
Go
to
ahead.
ask you what do you do outside of the reptile hobby? Do you have other hobbies or?
Mostly, horror movies. Like I said,
Okay.
me and my oldest son, we like to go to metal concerts.
Okay.
Big Slipknot fan.
I didn't want to assume that. I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to assume it because it seems like everybody from Iowa is a Slipknot fan that I meet.
Yeah, Slipknot. Last year we have taken them to see. We saw Beartooth,
Okay.
Bad Omens. We went and saw the Ice Nine Kills, Falling in Reverse. So I'm having
Okay.
fun, kind of showing him some of the bands I grew up on.
I'm
When
an
they come
old
to
school
town.
hardcore guy, so I kind of like.
Okay.
I know some of what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So that's
I
cool.
dabbled in hardcore. It's probably like Hatebreed and
Yep. The
stuff
first
like
time I
that.
seen Hatebreed was in 1996, and they opened a show in Albany, New York. Never even heard of them before, and I was a
Brian.
fan since then.
You're not supposed to show your age.
Yeah, 50 years old. I'm proud of it. It's just one of those
I
shows
was
that
born
stuck
in
out.
95.
Really. Nice.
Yeah, man.
So,
We ain't too far in age, man.
so how long you guys been doing this?
This is my 3rd year breeding, about my 5th year keeping.
Okay,
I say yeah.
all right. Yeah, I've been.
Third year.
How about you?
Third year for me. 4th year keeping.
I've only been keeping for almost a year. So all my snakes were hatchlings when I bought them. So they're still growing up,
Yeah, I started to go with that route,
learning
and then I got
and
impatient.
going as I go.
There go
What's
five.
your,
So nobody
so-
HRA. He's an HRA fanatic, bro.
He loves
That's
that
what
gene.
Some people say that gorilla's an HRA. I don't know. I've looked. I can't see anything that HRA that looks like that. But
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah,
that
I
either.
think. I don't think so.
yeah, I don't either.
Even
That's
just,
what they
just
said
by
they bought it
pictures.
as.
What'd you say?
Bought it as
That's
an
what they said
HRA.
they thought it was. They thought it was like a different. They've had these. If you talk to Antoine or Brian
Oh, yeah,
at MBK,
yeah. He's
They
got
had
rid of a
these
lot
since,
of
like,
it,
the
not
early-
knowing.
yeah, they've had them since like
Yep.
the early 2000s.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think
crazy, isn't
Antoine
it?
started kind of. I know. I think Antoine started breeding some of this stuff for Brian because they kind
Yeah.
of pair together. I think, and yeah, he discovered like what like he had a video where they had like 4 new genes that were dinkers. It was like the cantaloupe, gorilla. They had a hazelnut or something. It was something like that. They had all kinds of different genes.
Hazelnuts.
I don't think that's the real name, but
Man, they don't think the chat don't think you got snakes, man.
I
They said
have
they
them
never seen.
posted all over my Instagram. Thank you.
Oh, Vanna's got some heat.
Yeah, they sleep. Let them sleep.
Yeah,
Never just told you to let them sleep. Let them think you don't have that heat, and then pop
Yeah,
out with
it's okay. I'll just pop up with something crazy one day, and you're like, "What?"
that's it. It's the way to do it.
Alright, so
Show the results.
facts.
That's right.
Something about the.
that's how
I'm gonna
this
play this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's how this hobby is, though, man. There'll be people you've never even heard of, and then you looking on Instagram, it's something that's just like you're like, man, it's something Justin would produce normally. It's just somebody you never
Yep.
heard of. It's pretty cool that there's that potential.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I agree. I'm gonna let me run this quick little sponsorship commercial, and then we'll be right back. The second segment, we're gonna get into the what's in that rack. Want to see some animals in that rack. So go ahead and get your mind right. Decide on what you want to show off first. We want to see that snake that gets that extra meal every week. First and foremost. Shout out to Grey Rider Reptiles, one of the leading shed testing brands in this hobby. As well as breeders of the ball python community, they have numerous tests ranging from the yellow belly morph to morphs like Sunset and are growing every day. If you're wanting to find out the genetics of your ball python, just send it in to Grey Rider Reptiles and they'll take care of you. Their website is www.shedtesting.com. Let them know that I sent you. Yiddy! Hey man, shout out to the unofficial sponsor of the channel, K Joseph. Rising B-list celebrity in this hobby, KG got that all-around great knowledge, and he's also a great guy. If y'all aren't in the Patreon, it's a problem. And as always, it ain't a project unless you put a bomb in it. Oh yeah, and make sure you send the link. Yeah, man. Quick shout out to those sponsors, man. Shout out to Charlie and shout out to KG, the unofficial sponsor. He don't even know he's the sponsor yet, but hey, if you're not in the Patreon, make sure y'all come through and show love, man. The Patreon is definitely dope, so y'all definitely come out. So yeah, back with the show. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. I just had to make sure that I can hear y'all. Banner, what you doing? Trying to figure out Bands, are you okay? Don't push it.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, I was about to say blink twice, and click yours. Oh, I see why. All right, so Chris, let's let's start off with what you got. What you got to show off, man? See what's in that rack.
This
So
that
what's this?
this is that banana clown at Sunset Girl. I told you I got from Brock that last Tinley.
Oh my god! Can you? Yeah, I'm about to say,
So
can you run her a little closer to the camera? I'm trying to pick up
yeah,
the pattern. That's crazy.
she's good
Yeah,
looking.
Dang.
that's nice.
She's got pastel in her too. So I haven't seen like the spotting you'd normally see out of the bananas by this age. She's probably about a year old now.
Oh
That's
wow.
nice. I love the reds that banana throws out, the oranges and reds.
You said that's just the pastel banana with double het or something?
Yeah, pastel, banana, het, and sunset.
Will is a hater, bro. Will, how about you make me a commercial to them with a lot of energy in it, and then I'll put it on here, and that way we'll make sure you don't fall asleep. What else you got, Chris?
Let's see here.
what's the like if you had to go dark, what's your darkest combo snake that you got in the rack?
For me, probably GHI at the moment. I got GHI Het Clown. This girl I picked up at the actually I think it was the same Tinley, and she's
Oh,
a
calico.
yellow belly Enchi calico Het Clown, and I don't know. She's just since the second I saw her, she's got like an orange tint to her that's it looks like I don't know. It looks like she's got sunset at times without even having sunset in her. So I'm pretty excited about mixing her with getting Sunset Clown going with her.
Yeah, that's not a lot of people don't work. Well, I feel like I'm starting to see a lot more calicos now than I was seeing when I first got a calico.
Bro, I got
There
whole
were people
racks
out there.
full of them.
There were
Well,
some
I
people
wouldn't
out
say
there saying they don't breed as well. They don't produce.
Huh.
no, no. I
I
just
mean,
had well, I got three. Well, I had four eggs.
man, I did hear that too.
Yeah, I
But I
never
got
heard that though.
I have proven calicos.
Oh, well, we're gonna see. I mean, I got a clutch action in August from my female that's supposed to be double head. So we'll see.
Man, I don't want to hear things like that. I think that's a
What else?
big part of my project.
Yeah, I've never heard of that though.
There is a huge controversy with sugar and calico. Like, I want to see if on a piece of paper or whatever, like, is it the same gene or is it not? Because I've seen sugars that look like calicos and calicos that look like sugars. So I
They're
don't
not
get
the
it.
same thing.
I thought they
You tell
were.
me. That's what I'm asking.
I think it's the same thing. I think it was just different, like banana and coral glow.
You tell me, Brian. You have both, don't you?
Yeah. I have calicos that have more high white than the sugars. So it's like I don't really know. I don't know.
I didn't know if it was like a line bred thing or whatever.
Maybe so. Maybe
Sugar eggs
we'll
are smaller.
small compared to calico and take longer to breed. Maybe I got maybe that's what I got because the egg that female just laid was small, but I was told it was a calico. Go ahead, Chris. What you got?
Sorry.
So this guy I just picked up the last March Tinley from Brad Boa. He's a lace orange dream clown. So
Oh,
looking to get him into a lot.
that lace
But
has
this
been blowing up lately, especially with the clown.
it's yeah, it looks so good, especially as they get older and shed more. Plus the super, they make that white lace. They look just phenomenal. I was watching I forget what podcast it was recently. Somebody was saying that they said the white lace stuff is looking better than the adult Desert Ghost stuff.
I think I heard that too.
I heard that before too. It's different.
I don't mind
That's
Desert
nice.
Ghost. I like it.
No, I like Desert Ghost.
Brandon said he's sending you that sugar, but you said it's a calico.
Bet. You send me the sugar calico, I will send you back a calico, either scrambler or mandarin.
Nice. What are we
After I
looking at
breed it.
now?
So this is my Wookiee clown. I love this dude. He's of size, of age, but he just didn't lock up this year for me. I tried, but I'd like to get him into like with GHI, some of the darker stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm. Chill too. I like
So
it.
what
Yeah.
do you do? What's your techniques with stubborn males?
I haven't had too much. Like I said, this is only my second year pairing. My first
Okay.
season, I was gonna go the route Banna was said she was going, where you just buy hatchlings, and I got impatient and I bought a female het pied just to try to get a clutch my first year, an adult, and she laid 4 eggs a week after I got her. So I built a cooler incubator and incubated them. But yeah, other than that, last year I didn't have much trouble. The males I had, they were good. This guy, and I had a spot nose clown that was kind of like not wanting to lock up this year. So I was going to give him another year and see how things go and then start messing with him.
Cool.
That's nice. So do you prefer pattern changing morphs over color changing morphs?
Gosh, I think you need both.
Got your
You
stump.
know,
Got your stump.
yeah. I think I'd say yes. I mean, that's what draws me to clown, right? And clown's probably like I said, that's what got me back into this. But I mean, you mix good color changing or even some of these you know enhancing genes too, and it's you get them all mixed in together, and you can't beat that.
Nah.
Nah, facts. Facts. I was about to say. So, what's your favorite? Well, I mean, I guess you showed us the rookie clown. There you go. I was about to. Yep. There we go. If Brandon was on here, he would have probably said it was a stranger, just messing around.
So this is a chocolate black pewter yellow belly het clown. So she's black pastel, chocolate, yellow belly het clown.
Nice.
It's nice.
The chocolate clowns are pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's nice.
she's about to go in the shed. I swear, man, I never get bit. I've been bit twice in the last 5 minutes now, trying to grab snakes out of here to show you guys.
Oh,
I don't think she's ever bitten me. She must know she was going on camera.
she's probably hungry.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
we're
hoping
about to
she'll be
share.
ready next year. So I got a bunch of heck clown females that with codoms mixed in, and then I'll mix in these males I showed you, and then I got that. Let's see here.
What size? What? Is this a ARS rack that you got?
Yeah.
What? Model?
What is it? It's the hybrid 55 tub. What do they call it?
Okay.
4055, I think it is.
Yeah, 5540s.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in the
5540.
market.
There you go.
I'm in the market for
Uh,
ARS. That's what I'm asking.
so this guy's that Russo red stripe clown I was telling you about.
Nice.
That's nice. It's a male too.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look at, I got him from BC's Balls. If you look at some of the stuff he's been doing with Russo and Clown, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen some of them actually, and it is really cool.
Russo clowns. You got any special?
I don't. I don't have any special. I don't have any stranger.
So if you had money, like not gonna say if you had money, but if you had the opportunity to get into another, not necessarily another product, but to add another gene to what you already have, what would you add and why?
Gorilla. I mean, it's just. I mean, look at it. It's just that thing is dark.
So would you run it into the sunset? Into the sunset product you got?
Oh yeah, I'd try it for sure.
So basically, everything's going through the sunset.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Gotcha.
How else are you gonna know what works?
That's just exactly right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Take a chance, right? Somebody got to take a chance.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I'd
I don't
love
know
to
what
see that
happened to that.
into monsoon though, like a gorilla monsoon.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
That'd be dark.
What
Dark
what do you,
monsoon.
we got
But
a
I heard
chat
stranger
question.
monsoon just mostly just what are they Norwegian rats, just regular rats. But I do have some picky eaters that I will do ASFs with.
Okay. Do you see a difference in growth when it comes to like feeding them Norwegian like rats versus ASFs?
Not really. I don't. I've had only one example. The only thing I've seen the differences is live versus frozen thawed. So I had out of that initial clutch, I had two of those hatchlings, sisters, that one was on frozen rats, one was on live. She will only take live. And the one who's on live, I had to assist feed for like a good month and a half before she got on food. And she now weighs more than the other sister who never stopped on live versus frozen thawed. So I don't know if that's just a fluke in their genetics. I mean, I'm sure you'd have to prove that out with more snakes, but I was kind of shocked when I was weighing them a few months ago, and I'm like, holy crap, because that other girl's never stopped eating, and she's just ravenous.
Nice.
Brandon said, what's the feeding schedule like?"
So I feed my, I guess you'd say anything under a year, pretty much. I'm feeding them every week, and then these bigger ones, I'll feed them a small rat every 10 to 14 days.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Just popping in. See what you got on there. Everybody just popping in saying, "Hey,
Hey, Morforge.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that." But yeah, man. And I know we hitting the 1 hour mark. If you can leave, let's say newer breeders that's coming into the hobby, if you could leave them with any word of advice, what would you leave them with?
Make sure you go with what you want. Go for quality. Don't go for, oh, there's a bargain on this auction on Morph Market, so I'm going to get this snake. Like, go for the genes you want. Make sure it's, because I see so many collections being sold out there right now where you look at them and there's nothing worth even grabbing. It's single gene het pieds and stuff like that
Just like
people
no
got for a
groupings.
bargain. Yeah,
Just nothing. Just
yeah.
random.
So know what you want to do. I see so many people too get on Facebook or community chats and they're like, "Hey, I got this snake. What should I breed to it?" And it's like, "What do you like?" Or they'll buy a snake off me and what should I breed to it? What do you like? I can't tell you that.
I'll tell him you should breed this male I got to it.
No, no, for real, I agree. That's definitely some good sound advice. A lot of people they just follow behind somebody for real. Like
Yep,
you know, you have those cult like followers. It's all good though. You got to
yep,
follow somebody to get into it, but sometimes you got to have your own mind when it comes to doing what you got to do.
It needs to have
yeah,
some sort of vision. You got to have some sort of. You hear people talk about a lot is like 3-year and 5-year plans with their breeding plans, and those are the people that are producing bangers in 3 to 5 years.
Facts.
It's a
Chris,
stick to the
Chris,
plan.
Chris, what's
it's
the
the
what's the end goal for you?
end goal. I
Like,
mean, ultimately,
yeah,
if I can do this and have it pay for itself, that's great. If I could turn it into retiring early, that'd be even more amazing. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a hobby at this point, but produce some cool looking snakes that I can hang on to for myself and
Oh,
pay for the rest with the others. That'd be cool.
facts. No.
I'm
Anything
having a
else you want
terrible
to
night, man. Now I've been bit twice, and this dude just went to the bathroom all over me.
add? Oh damn! You can put them on. We're about to we're about to, about to run to the end of the show anyway. I'm sorry that you got pooped on. But
Oh
Vans,
no.
you want to add anything? You want to add anything before we go?
There's a few more questions in the chat.
Oh, you
Brandon
got some
said, "How big is
people.
your collection?"
I think right now I'm probably at about 30 snakes, 30 ball pythons, and when I had, I'd say overall probably like 45 snakes with the house snakes and everything else. I got some
Are you
other
gonna
ones that
have
are just pets.
Angolians this year?
No,
Like
no,
babies?
I got a female who's only like 2 years old. I don't know what you know about them, but they grow a lot slower. They eat a lot smaller meals than a ball python. So like what I would be feeding a ball python of that size might be like a rat pup or a weaned rat. She's eating like a fuzzy rat. They don't they don't take at first I started feeding her even just fuzzy rats because she was on mouse hoppers when I got her. And I'm like, okay, she's a python. She can handle rats. First few months I had her, she started getting pretty chunky. So I pulled her back to mice uh, and just working it slowly. I mean, there's not much you can, there's no morphs in that project or anything. I just love them. They look cool. I got one that was the LASIK line, Angolan. It's produced like LASIK, and the Houston Zoo line is what I got. So I'm just looking for a good quality male to pop up, and I'll grab it, and then hopefully in the next year or two start producing clutch a year, maybe 2 clutches a year at some point. Just something I like. They're really neat. They're like ball pythons, but they're I'd say more active. They like it drier. This one I keep her in like a 30-gallon front opening here in the snake room, and she's always out watching me what I'm doing.
I was just about to
Not
ask
like
if they're more inquisitive.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, when I first got her, I put her in a tub here, and you could tell she wasn't happy. So I moved her to something bigger that's open and uh, some more plants and everything for her to climb on, and she's digging it, man. She's all over the place,
Cool.
always out looking for food. She's doing good.
How often do you feed them?
Her, I'm feeding once a week.
Okay.
Small, like I said, a mouse hopper or a fuzzy rat, something equivalent size, maybe a small mouse.
Nice.
Well, how
But
long do
they're
those
slower
typically?
growers.
How long do they
Cap
live
had a
for?
question. Capital City had a question. He wanted to know what your most interesting pairing is.
My most interesting pairing, like this year, is the
Yeah.
only one I have a chance for now. That Monsoon male, but no, I mean that I had a cinnamon sunset with that. Or I'm sorry, cinnamon het sunset with a double het clown sunset male, and she reabsorbed.
Yeah.
She was
Oh, wow.
first time female. She was about 1,700 grams and ended up reabsorbing on me. So hopefully we'll get her back up to size and try again next year. See how it goes.
I had a couple reabsorb on me this year. I was bummed.
Last
I'll
year I
be
was
right back.
100%. Everything I paired went. I had a clutch. This year has been not great.
I think I went 10 for 13. I looked it up yesterday.
Okay.
And the one didn't take and two reabsorbed.
I'm hoping to be in that range next year. I only had, what did I say, 3, 4 pairings this year. Next year I'll probably be 10 to 15, somewhere in that range, depending on how,
Yeah.
God
I mean,
willing,
it's
all
not
these
bad
females
when they're
stay on food.
spaced out.
No.
I had 5 clutches drop in 1 week. So it's like,
Oh,
holy
wow.
shit.
That was the nice part last year because I was worried I was going to outdo my hatchling rack,
Yeah.
and I ended up getting like one in June, one in July, one in August, one in September, and it worked out perfect. So where I didn't even turn on the other half of the rack with the heat tape. I got a sea serpents with the
Okay.
2 zones.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
You guys using ultrasounds at all?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to buy one so I can
I'm
use
looking
one,
at
but I
getting
don't
one
have
here
I can't poppy tape for
soon.
shit, so.
I can't either, man.
That's
So I'm
like
like
at all.
blaming myself for all these things reabsorbing. I'm like, oh, I need to go get that ultrasound now.
So that's how I knew, was because of the ultrasound.
Okay.
Do it again.
Brandon asked if you had to choose one species to keep out of your collection, what would it be?
Oof. Probably that Angolan python. I really like her. she's neat. I wouldn't mind getting into green trees here at some point.
Yeah.
Start off with a female just as a pet to grow up, and I'm sure it'll turn into a breeding project at some point. But they seem really cool.
Yeah. For sure. I'm definitely gonna after Daytona. I'm actually ordering a Focus hanger to start
Oh,
getting
Awesome.
some neonates.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
Yep.
I've looked
I
into
got a
getting
guy
scrubs,
right
but I
next
want
to
to
you.
get scrubs first.
Yeah. See, we can't have scrubs here.
I know.
Stop it.
That's so
It's
disappointing.
in my best Charles Barkley voice. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
It is
Terrible.
beautiful.
Terrible. It's terrible.
And I
I've
heard they have a
been
lot of different. I don't know if it's called morphs, but like colorations and patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
My
You've
bad,
been
y'all.
collecting
They got, like-
reptiles for like 30 years, haven't you?
Yeah, I was like 10 years. I'm 40. I was 10 years old when I got my first ball python. I'm sure it was a wild caught. I was growing up in Chicago. I rode my bike to the pet store with one of my buddies, and they had a ball python hatchling for $20. And I bought it. I brought it home in a paper bag with no cage. Luckily, my dad let me keep it and got me a cage. And we did that. Like, we had the heat rock. He went and got me AstroTurf from like Home Depot, and we
Okay.
cut it for the bottom and a water bowl, and that was it. Like a heat
No
rock,
kidding.
a water bowl. You put a top on the cage. Like, they didn't have like the locking tops, so the thing got out all the time.
Yeah.
And then eventually got an iguana, some Euromastics, a box turtle. So I had a bunch. And then when I got a little bit older into high school and stuff, I ended up rehoming a lot of it. And then they said around 2008, I got another ball python again, a king snake, and a couple of corn snakes. And then, and then it really blew up after my daughter started getting into it and started seeing like I said, the clown morphs and some of the stuff that's going on with these ball pythons. And it's like, oh my God. Because when I first got in, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many ball pythons out there. I don't want to be another ball python breeder. So initially I started out just getting a bunch of different species I liked and collecting. And then I started seeing the ball python morphs. And there's something about the ball pythons, right? Like, you could sit there and hold a ball python for hours and it'll just chill with you. Like, I got a bull snake. She's just constantly trying to get away. Same with corn snake, milk snake. So
I had a northern pine that was like that. I gave
Yeah.
it to the guy that works with northern pines. I was like, "Here, take this snake, dude."
she's not bad. I like her. I got her. She's a
Yeah, I would
hypo
love to
bull
get
snake.
into those. They're just so cool looking.
They're really cool looking. I love them, but they are a native species here in Iowa. So it's as long as you have proof that you purchased it and didn't collect it from the wild, you're good. But
Gotcha.
I don't even want to mess around with trying to breed it and sell it with
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of hassle. So eventually maybe getting into the pines or something like that.
Yeah. The pines are
see-
cool.
And right now I've got my hands full with all the pythons, and it's like the thought of trying to brumate. I don't know. I just don't have the patience for it right now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading your Morph Mark, and you got outstanding reviews also, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, the first year or so was like, obviously, I mean, I think I produced like some lesser pastels, some het pies, a few pieballs. It was nothing like crazy, but it was just to get out there and get my name out there, get some good reviews. Just
Yeah.
start making a name for myself.
Nice. Who did your logo?
I did
Did you? Nice.
Canva.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I wouldn't mind doing something a little more intricate someday, but right now,
I
Till we
mean,
get there.
truthfully, I think the simpler the better. That's just my theory.
yeah.
They said Ron is big on Morph Market reviews. I've noticed it's important. And I
Yeah,
agree. I
man.
think that's
Hey,
definitely important. Those reviews are important.
very important.
Yeah.
Those are from strangers, man. You know, a lot of those reviews are from strangers.
Yeah, that's true. But that
And when
definitely
you start
helps.
seeing reviews saying the same thing, you learn about the keeper. You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
customer service and your animal quality is what I notice most on your reviews.
Mm,
Yeah, I try to, just take care of people.
Yeah.
that's good.
Do right by people, right? I believe it'll pay off in the end.
Yeah. I mean, really, all we have is our name and our word in this industry.
Oh yeah.
That's real. Any other questions y'all might have for the evening?
No, I think I covered all my questions. Oh, I got one question. Are you working paint?
I just picked up a het paint
Did you?
female,
Okay.
so it
Yeah, I was
was
cruising your Instagram. That's why I was asking.
yeah, it was cheap enough that I was like, yeah, I want to be in paint, and at some point here I want to get some visual stuff, but I was like, all right, well, I'll pick that up and grow it up and get going
I
there.
think,
So
yeah, I think I might do that too because I wanted to get in the paint. I think, like you said, I might just do it that way as well. So that might
I
be the
was
easiest thing.
I was trying to decide between that and puzzle, and honestly, I didn't love puzzle until I saw that sunset puzzle, and
Man, that thing's
I
a
I, I
banger.
like the paint so much. In my opinion, I just like the paint more than the puzzle. Um, yeah, there's a guy over not too far from me in Wisconsin here that does a lot of paint. I think it's South Wisconsin, SWR. He's got some really nice paint stuff, and I picked it up off of him. So
Nice.
Brandon said, final question. Brandon said, do you believe recessives have to be in a project for it to be a solid project?
no, I
That's
mean look
right.
at Gorilla. I think that's standalone. Like you can do stuff with that with other codoms. I think that
So
it
what
would
code
it
on
would
Scram-
stand on
what
its own for
Scrambler's a
sure.
that's not,
perfect
that's
example
what I
of
was about to
Yeah.
where you
say.
don't need
So
recessives.
Yep.
now what recessive would you even put into Scrambler, bro?
Hypo.
Okay. Besides hypo.
Hypo.
Uh,
Some more hypo.
Super
best
Hypo,
thing.
hypo,
Sunset.
sunset. That'd be different.
Yeah, that
Sunset
would be
Scrambler.
different.
Call it sunny side up. I think that'd be different. That'd be dope. I like that. But other than that, man, Chris, I definitely appreciate you coming out, bro. Just letting
Absolutely. It
us
was a great time.
facts. I appreciate you, man. Just letting us, pick your brain a little bit. Learn a little bit about you and the projects and the stuff you got going on all the way in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it might be the first person I've ever met in my life from Iowa, even though it's over the computer screen. You are the first person I've ever met from Iowa. Oh man, but yeah, no. Other than that, bro, I definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you taking
Yeah.
time out
Thanks for
of
having me.
for sure, man. Anytime, we definitely appreciate you coming out here and kicking it with us and having a good time.
You
Um,
guys going to
and
Tinley this October?
I
I'm
will
Oh,
be
we'll have
there.
not.
to meet up.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
have to
not.
meet
I
up in
would.
person.
I might be
Yes.
able to
Facts.
swing it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah,
yet.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Daytona and Tinley.
Okay.
All right, big money. All
Going
right,
to
big money.
Daytona.
You know,
Yeah, man. But
gotta meet the homies.
other than that, stick behind for a second, Chris. I'm gonna just go ahead and end the broadcast. I normally have an outro video, but I gotta get my stuff loaded on this platform. So,
You want
other than
to
that, man, huh?
shout out the socials real quick. 319 on whatever
Go ahead.
Oh
socials
yeah.
you're on.
You can get me on Instagram, YouTube. You can get me on Facebook. I think there's a TikTok out there that I don't want to keep it all. There might be like 5 videos on. But other than that, yeah. Morph Market. Follow me on Morph Market.
Nice. Cool.
All right, man. I make sure I catch them on everything. But other than that, we are signing off. This is OTP. We are out of here. Yiddy. We appreciate y'all.